Hi team, this week's Book Break episode comes to you from under my desk. Well, don't look at me like that, we all feel like being down here sometimes. Stigma around mental health is still a big problem, but recently I've seen a massive amount of authors rise up as an army and write about the topic. We've got Matt Haig's Reasons to Stay Alive, Jennifer Niven's All the Bright Places, Nancy Tucker's The Time in Between, and Ali Bush's Hyperbole and a Half. That one's hilarious, you should read that one. Joining their ranks this week is Jenny Lawson's Furiously Happy. Every time I say furiously happy, I want to go furiously happy. Can you do it with me? Furiously happy. Good. Now, Jenny has attempted to do what only the very brave, or I don't know, slightly batty among us would do, and try and write a funny book about depression. She believes that being venomously, aggressively, and furiously happy is really the only way to go on in life. Her fans include Neil Gaiman, Caitlin Moran, and more importantly, me. As you'll see, me and my colleagues have been out on the tube being furiously happy with our furious masks. Now, just how bad is this mental health problem thing? Well, I did some research. 20.9% of people would rate their anxiety between 6 and 10. The general consensus among psychiatrists is that 10% to 30% of the population at any one time will be suffering from an anxiety disorder. 1 in 4 people will experience a mental health problem every year. 2.6 at 100 will suffer depression, 4.7 anxiety, 9.7 mixed anxiety and depression, 1.6 will suffer eating disorders, 1.3 out of 100 will suffer from OCD, and 3 in every 100 will suffer post-traumatic stress disorder. Over a lifetime, 3 in every 100 people will experience self-harm, and 17 in 100 will experience suicidal thoughts. So when we feel like hiding under our desks, are we alone? No. Does it still feel like it? Yeah. Now, what's great about Jenny's book is that she doesn't have the answers. She doesn't pretend to have the answers. She doesn't attempt to give you the answers. In fact, in her opinion, the answers can go screw themselves. There is a list, however, of things her dad would like to teach us. You can't leave a donkey in a car, but you can take it to a bar, and then you can never go back to that bar again. When life gives you lemons, you should freeze them and use them to throw your enemies using some sort of trebuchet. On the other side of fear is freedom, and usually fewer fingers than you started with. Always shoot first, because bears can't shoot. They just eat you. This is basic hunting 101. Don't make the same mistakes that everyone else makes. Make wonderful mistakes. Make the kind of mistakes that make people so shocked they have no other choice than to be a little bit impressed. Sometimes stunned silence is better than applause. Don't sabotage yourself. There are plenty of other people that would do that for free. There is a point when roadkill is too decomposed to be used in taxidermy. Several weeks after a normal person would expect. So what have we learned on this week's book break? Mental health, it's an issue. It's an issue for more people than you might imagine. We've learned that it is, in fact, possible to write a funny book about depression, and we've learned that we should be a little bit kinder to ourselves than we have to be. Almost direct "we were lies" quote there. So even if your room's kind of a mess, every time you leave the house you forget something. You know that you don't get everything right first time, or second time, or third time. Trebuchet. Okay, Google, how do you pronounce trebuchet?
Trebuchet or trebuchet.
Put on a big snuggly jumper. Make yourself a hot chocolate. And try to remember, we're all a little bit of a mess. Don't forget to subscribe for more episodes of Book Break. Next week we're going to have a Man Booker special. Ooh, so watch out for that. Don't forget to stay furiously happy, and we'll see you on our next one. Bye!